When most people think of yoga, they picture a series of poses performed in a gym or studio. However, the yoga practice today is often quite different from its ancient roots. Many modern styles emerged only in the last few decades, sometimes lacking authentic lineage or connection to traditional practices. To truly understand yoga, we need to look beyond the physical postures and explore its rich history and philosophy. This journey will take us from ancient civilizations to the present day, revealing how yoga evolved from a meditative discipline into the diverse practice we know now. To trace yoga's origins, we travel back 3,500 years to the Harappan culture. In those times, yoga was primarily a meditative practice, deeply spiritual and introspective. Around 1500 BCE, the Aryan invasion brought significant changes, including the introduction of the caste system and religious rituals involving blood sacrifices. Alongside these practices came the Vedas, ancient spiritual texts from India. The word yoga first appeared in the Rig Veda, where it referred to discipline. This early mention set the foundation for yoga's evolution as both a spiritual and practical discipline. The Vedas, especially the Rig Veda, are among the oldest spiritual texts in India. They introduced the concept of yoga as discipline, not just physical movement. These texts laid the groundwork for later developments in yoga philosophy and practice. The Vedas also brought forth rituals and spiritual practices that would influence the direction of yoga for centuries. Understanding the Vedas helps us appreciate yoga's deep spiritual roots and its emphasis on self-discipline and inner growth. By 800 BCE, the Upanishads emerged, offering some of the earliest concepts of Hinduism and yoga. These texts described two main paths to enlightenment: Karma Yoga, which is selfless service to others, and Jnana Yoga, which is the study of spiritual writings. The Upanishads also introduced the idea of studying under a teacher and dedicating one's life to yoga. This period marked a shift from ritualistic practices to a more introspective and philosophical approach, emphasizing personal growth and spiritual awakening. Around the 3rd century BCE, the Maitreya Upanishad outlined a 6-step process to enlightenment. These steps included pranayama, breath control; pratyahara, sense withdrawal; dhyana, meditation; dharana, concentration; tarka, self-reflection; and samadhi, absolute absorption. The sacred syllable Om appeared as a symbol of union between mind and breath. This structured approach provided a clear path for practitioners seeking to unite their individual spirit, Atman, with the universal spirit, Brahman. At the same time as the Maitreya Upanishad, the Bhagavad Gita gained prominence. This scripture, part of the Mahabharata, combined philosophy and mythology, outlining 3 methods of devotion: Karma Yoga, action; Jnana Yoga, knowledge; and Bhakti Yoga, devotion. The Gita emphasized the importance of integrating these paths, offering a holistic approach to spiritual growth. Its teachings continue to inspire yoga practitioners around the world. In 400 CE, Patanjali compiled the Yoga Sutras, introducing the Eightfold Path to yoga practice. This text is considered the classical manual of yoga and forms the foundation for many modern styles, especially Ashtanga Yoga. The 8 limbs, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi offer a comprehensive guide for personal and spiritual development. Patanjali's work remains central to yoga philosophy and practice today. The 8 limbs of yoga, also known as Ashtanga, form the core of Patanjali's teachings. These limbs are yama, self-restraint; niyama, self-discipline; asana, posture; pranayama, breath control; pratyahara, sense withdrawal; dharana, concentration; dhyana, meditation; and samadhi, total absorption. Each limb builds upon the previous, guiding practitioners from ethical living to ultimate self-realization. This holistic system is designed to integrate body, mind, and spirit. The first limb, yama, focuses on ethical behavior and improving your relationship with the outer world. It's not about rigid rules, but about developing awareness of your place in the world. The 5 yamas are ahimsa, non-violence; satya, truthfulness; asteya, non-stealing; brahmacharya, moderation; and aparigraha, non-possessiveness. Practicing these values helps create a foundation for personal transformation and harmonious living. Let's break down the 5 yamas. Ahimsa means replacing harm with kindness. Satya is about honesty in thought and action. Asteya encourages sharing and discourages coveting. Brahmacharya focuses on moderation and respectful relationships, and aparigraha teaches non-greediness and appreciation. Together, these principles guide us toward ethical living and deeper self-awareness, forming the bedrock of a meaningful yoga practice. The second limb, niyama, refines your spiritual path through self-discipline and self-restraint. The 5 niyamas are shaucha, purity; santosha, contentment; tapas, self-discipline; svadhyaya, self-study; and ishvara pranidhana, surrender to a higher power. Practicing the niyamas leads to a more orderly, productive, and meaningful life, helping you make the most of your time and energy. Let's explore the 5 niyamas. Shaucha is about purity of body and mind. Santosha means finding contentment with what you have. Tapas is the discipline to pursue your goals. Svadhyaya encourages self-study and introspection. And Ishvara Pranidhana is about surrendering to a higher power. These practices help dissolve destructive habits and foster humility, devotion, and inner peace. The third limb, asana, refers to the physical postures of yoga. While many associate yoga with flexibility and impressive poses, the true purpose of asana is to prepare the body and mind for meditation. The practice should be steady and comfortable, focusing on breath and alignment rather than perfection. Asanas help relieve tension, purify the nervous system, and build both physical and mental resilience. Pranayama, the 4th limb, is the practice of breath control. The breath is intimately connected to the mind and emotions. Deep, rhythmic breathing calms and energizes, while shallow, erratic breathing can create stress and agitation. Pranayama techniques help regulate the nervous system, improve oxygenation, and support overall health. Mastering the breath is essential for both physical well-being and spiritual growth. The 5th limb, pratyahara, is about withdrawing the senses from external distractions. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded by sensory input. Pratyahara teaches us to rest the mind and detach from the constant pull of pleasure and aversion. By calming the senses, we can see ourselves more clearly and develop greater self-awareness, paving the way for deeper concentration and meditation. Dharana, the 6th limb, is the practice of one-pointed concentration. By focusing the mind on a single object, such as the breath, a mantra, or a candle flame, we clear away distractions and become fully present. This focused attention is essential for entering deeper states of meditation and achieving self-realization. Dharana helps us break free from the constant chatter of the mind and live more fully in the moment. The 7th limb, dhyana, is meditation, a state of inner contemplation and pure awareness. Meditation allows us to transcend the ego and experience the present moment without judgment. Through regular practice, we develop the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. Dhyana leads to a state of full awareness, helping us correct biased perceptions and cultivate inner peace. Samadhi, the eighth and final limb, is a state of total absorption where the mind becomes one with the object of meditation. This experience of oneness dissolves the boundaries between self and other, leading to a profound sense of unity with all creation. While Samadhi is often seen as the ultimate goal of yoga, it is actually a temporary state that arises from consistent practice and the right conditions. The 8 limbs of yoga are not meant to be practiced in isolation. Each limb supports and enhances the others, creating a holistic path to self-realization. By integrating these principles into daily life, practitioners can experience greater mindfulness, resilience, and fulfillment. The journey is personal, and ongoing progress comes with patience, consistency, and an open mind. Breath is central to every yoga practice. Ujjayi pranayama, or victorious breath, is one of the most common techniques. By gently constricting the throat, practitioners create a soft, ocean-like sound with each inhale and exhale. This focused breathing calms the mind, soothes the nervous system, and helps maintain steady energy throughout the practice. Ujjayi breath transforms yoga into a moving meditation, deepening both physical and mental benefits. Bandhas, or body locks, are muscular contractions used to regulate energy flow and improve alignment. There are 3 main bandhas: Mula Bandha root lock, Ujjana Bandha abdominal lock, and Jalandhara Bandha chin lock. Engaging these locks during practice helps protect the spine, strengthen the core, and enhance posture. Bandhas are essential tools for both safety and energy management in yoga. Drishtis are specific gazing points used during yoga poses to aid concentration and alignment. There are 9 main drishtis, including the nose, third eye, navel, hands, feet, right and left sides, thumbs, and upward gaze. By focusing the eyes, practitioners can reduce distractions, deepen their practice, and cultivate mindfulness. Drishtis help turn attention inward, supporting both physical and mental balance. Yoga poses are more than just physical exercises. They are opportunities for self-reflection and growth. Approach each pose with gratitude and mindfulness, focusing on alignment, breath, and inner awareness. Universal alignment cues include engaging the bandhas, maintaining deep breathing, keeping the chest open, and moving with control. Flexibility cues emphasize holding stretches without strain and respecting your body's limits. After an intensive yoga session, Shavasana, or corpse pose, is the final resting posture. Lying on your back with arms and legs relaxed, you allow the body and mind to fully integrate the benefits of practice. Shavasana is a time for deep relaxation and reflection, helping you release tension and connect with your inner self. It's an essential part of every yoga practice, promoting both physical and mental renewal. Meditation is a core component of yoga. Common seated postures include Sukhasana, easy pose, and Padmasana, lotus pose. Sitting comfortably with a straight spine, practitioners focus on the breath, often using techniques like the 1-4-2 healing breath. Meditation helps develop concentration, calm the mind, and foster a sense of inner peace. Regular practice leads to greater self-awareness and emotional balance. Chakras are energy centers located along the spine, each associated with specific qualities and elements. There are 7 main chakras, from the root at the base of the spine to the crown above the head. Each chakra influences physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Balancing the chakras through yoga, breath, and meditation can enhance vitality and promote harmony between body and mind. The seventh chakra, Sahasrara or crown chakra, is located just above the head. It represents the ultimate reality and detachment from the ego. Associated with all colors and sounds, this chakra is the gateway to self-realization and spiritual enlightenment. Practices that focus on the crown chakra help transcend material concerns and connect with universal consciousness. The sixth chakra, Ajna or third eye chakra, is located between the eyebrows. It is associated with intuition, decision-making, and wisdom beyond the ego. The color indigo and the mantra Om are linked to this chakra. Focusing on the third eye during meditation can enhance insight and foster a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. The fifth chakra, Vishuddha, or throat chakra, is located at the throat and is associated with communication and self-expression. Its color is blue or turquoise, and the mantra is Hom. Practices that open the throat, such as certain yoga poses and breathing techniques, can help balance this chakra and improve clarity in communication. The fourth chakra, Anahata or heart chakra, is located at the center of the chest. It represents love, empathy, and peace. The color green and the mantra Yam are associated with this chakra. Heart-opening poses and meditations help cultivate compassion and emotional balance, supporting both personal and relational well-being. The third chakra, Manipura, or solar plexus chakra, is found at the solar plexus. It governs personal power, will, and self-esteem. Its color is yellow, and the mantra is Rom. Strengthening the core and practicing confidence-building poses can help balance this chakra, fostering a sense of empowerment and purpose. The second chakra, Svadhisthana or sacral chakra, is located at the sacrum. It is linked to emotions, desires, and creativity. The color orange and the mantra Vam are associated with this energy center. Hip-opening poses and creative expression can help activate and balance the sacral chakra. The first chakra, Muladhara or root chakra, is located at the base of the spine. It represents physical survival, security, and self-preservation. The color crimson and the mantra Lam are linked to this chakra. Grounding poses and practices that foster stability help balance the root chakra, supporting a sense of safety and foundation. Chakras can be activated through yoga poses that stretch or apply pressure to their respective areas. For example, camel pose opens the throat chakra, while staff pose with a chin lock stimulates the same area through pressure. Combining stretching and pressure, as in inverted locust pose, can further enhance chakra activation. These practices help balance energy and support holistic well-being. Yoga can help relieve headaches and migraines by reducing tension and promoting relaxation. Beneficial poses include seated forward bends, seated twists, and hand positions that stretch the upper back and shoulders. However, intense inversions and back bends that put pressure on the head and neck should be avoided, as they may trigger or worsen headaches. For carpal tunnel syndrome, yoga can strengthen and stretch the forearm muscles, reducing tension and improving wrist health. Beneficial poses include staff pose, reverse prayer positions, and poses with hands in prayer or bound positions. Arm balances and back bends that put excessive strain on the wrists should be approached with caution or avoided. Yoga can support those with asthma by promoting awareness of breathing and releasing tension in the upper body. Gentle poses on hands and knees, mild back bends, and seated meditation focusing on breath are beneficial. However, intense inversions, back bends that compress the chest, and strenuous poses should be avoided, as they may trigger asthma symptoms. Yoga can help prevent and relieve neck pain through gentle stretches and strengthening movements. Seated neck stretches, twists, and poses on hands and knees are especially helpful. Full inversions and back bends that put strain on the neck should be avoided if you have neck concerns, as they may worsen the condition. Yoga can help manage high blood pressure by combining meditation, relaxation, and gentle strength training. Beneficial poses include seated back bends, twists, and supine forward bends. Inversions, intense lunges, arm balances, and strenuous back bends should be avoided, as they can raise heart rate and blood pressure. During menstruation, yoga can help relieve cramps and discomfort. Gentle hip openers, low squats, seated twists, and mild back bends are beneficial. Intense arm balances, high squats, and strenuous back bends should be avoided, as they may worsen symptoms. Listen to your body and choose poses that feel supportive and restorative. Yoga during pregnancy should be gentle and supportive. Beneficial poses include seated hip openers, wide-legged squats, standing side bends, and poses on hands and knees. Avoid vigorous practices, hot yoga, intense twists, core poses, and any movements that compress the abdomen. Always prioritize safety and comfort for both mother and baby. Yoga can help alleviate menopause symptoms such as hot flashes and mood swings. Mild supine back bends, hip openers, and thigh openers are recommended. Avoid hot yoga, overexertion, intense core poses, and full inversions, as these can trigger symptoms. Focus on poses that open the pelvic area and support hormonal balance. Yoga remained largely in India until the 20th century, when teachers like Swami Sivananda Saraswati and T. Krishnamacharya brought it to the West. Krishnamacharya's students, including Pattabhi Jois, Iyengar, and Indra Devi, developed styles that became popular worldwide. Today, yoga is practiced globally in many forms, from vigorous Ashtanga to therapeutic Vinyoga. The 21st century has seen an explosion of yoga styles and brands such as Bikram, Power Yoga, and Kundalini. Each style offers unique benefits and approaches. It's important to explore different styles to find what works best for your physical and spiritual goals. The key is to practice mindfully, with patience and consistency, and to honor your personal journey. In Western yoga, pose names are often translated from Sanskrit, sometimes losing their original meaning. For example, Garudasana is known as eagle pose, but it's actually dedicated to Garuda, a Hindu deity. Understanding the history and significance of pose names adds depth to your practice and connects you to yoga's rich cultural heritage. This awareness can transform each pose into a meaningful expression of tradition and philosophy.